Anchoring bias is a cognitive bias that occurs when individuals rely too heavily on initial information, the anchor, when making decisions or estimates. This initial piece of information can influence subsequent judgments, even if it is irrelevant or unreliable. Here's how anchoring bias typically works. Initial information. Individuals are presented with a piece of information, often numerical, that serves as a reference point or starting point for their decision-making process. This could be a suggested price, an arbitrary number, or any other relevant data point. Adjustment from the anchor. Rather than making judgments independently, people tend to adjust their estimates or decisions based on the initial anchor. Even when the anchor is arbitrary or irrelevant, it can still influence subsequent judgments. Individuals may adjust their estimates upward or downward from the anchor, but the final judgment is often biased by its presence. Insufficient adjustment. Anchoring bias can lead to insufficient adjustment from the initial anchor, resulting in judgments that are closer to the anchor than they should be based on the available information. This can result in errors in judgment, particularly when the anchor is significantly different from the true value or when there is little additional information to counteract its influence. Anchoring bias can affect various decision-making contexts, including negotiations, pricing, and numerical estimates. For example, in a negotiation, the initial offer made by one party can serve as an anchor that influences the final settlement. Similarly, in pricing decisions, consumers may be influenced by the initial price presented to them, leading them to perceive subsequent prices as either good deals or overpriced. To mitigate the impact of anchoring bias, individuals can try to become more aware of its influence and consciously consider alternative reference points. Additionally, providing multiple anchors or using anchors that are based on relevant information can help reduce the bias. Critical thinking and careful consideration of all available information can also help mitigate the effects of anchoring bias in decision-making.